Okay, let's start with Mangalacharan.
Hare Krishna, uncle.
Hare Krishna, beta. Let me share my screen. Okay, who wants to start? Ayati, go ahead. And then Mehak.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Go ahead, Ayati.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Go ahead, Ayati. You're muted.
Yeah, 1 second. I just need to do something very quick. Uncle, we have some problems right now. So is it okay if I quickly join back?
Yeah, that's fine. Mehak,
Yeah, someone else can do it.
yeah, Mehak, go ahead.
Okay. Om Narayan Vishya Nanjara Sarakaya Takshimi Tamena Takshana Guru Nama Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhute Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Gadachi Swadantikam.
Who wants to do the next one? Jayani, go ahead.
Vande Ham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padam Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishvanam Cha Chirupam Sajatam Sahaganarutam Vitam Tajavitam Sadritam Savadutam
Parijana.
Parijana시tam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhavitam Cha.
Ayati, you ready now?
Yes, do I read this one right now?
Yeah.
Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste. Can I read the other one?
Yes.
Taptikanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Shubhanu Sute Devi Paramani Hari Priya.
Thank you, beta. Yes, go ahead, Avya.
Vanchakalpratyabhayascha kripa sindhu bhayavacha patitata pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo namo namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Thank you, beta. Hare Krishna, Hare.
Down.
Okay, so last week we were discussing the story of Keshi. Does anybody remember the story of Keshi and what the teachings were? Okay, let's see. Vedant, go ahead.
The teachings of Keshi, I'm not sure. It was like,
yeah, go ahead.
it was like, don't ever lie. It was like false something. I can't remember exactly what false it was.
Okay, somebody else?
Door is closing alert. Nom 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 nom.
Hey, Ishan. Okay, Avya. Avya, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So Keshi was a horse, and so he wanted to try to kill Krishna, and and then in his previous life, I think he was a person named Keshav. I think, and then he was a servant of Indra, and he wanted to. And then when Indra was doing a puja, then that time he wanted to rob the horse. That it was a horse that whatever the horse steps on, that would be part of the king's land. So he tried to rob that, and then Indra saw it. So then he told his other servants to go get him, and then and then Indra cursed him that you will become a horse because you were trying to steal the horse.
Yes, so that is the previous life. Okay. But what happened? Why? What is the teaching we learned from the killing of Keshi?
The teaching is that you shouldn't be a false guru. And
No, not false guru. False guru, that is Putana, Vedant, yes.
False pride.
False pride, yes, that is true. Well, then there's more to it. Yes, Ayati. You're muted.
False religion.
False religion, that was Arishtasura. False religion was Arishtasura. Sahas, do you remember? Yes, what is it? Do you remember, Sahas? No? Anybody remembers? Ishan, do you remember? So Vedant is very close, false pride, right? The thing we were talking about.
Yeah.
Better than others. Yes, Jayani, and then Sahas.
Like show up.
Show up, yeah, show up, yes, very nice. Sahas?
But he was the supreme. He said no one could beat him.
Can you speak up a little bit?
He thought that that no one was stronger than him. He thought he was the powerfulest.
Yes. So the thing was that, yes, Avya.
He was thinking that he is the strongest and he is all the powers and he can beat Krishna, but actually you shouldn't think that because Krishna is the one who gave you all the powers.
Yes, very nice, Jayani.
So this is how Keshi become proud. But what is the favorite animal? And they said cow. No, just to please me, the favorite animal is horse.
Okay, that you're telling about the anecdote with Srila Prabhupada when Srila Prabhupada asked the devotees. Yes, Sahas, I'll get to you. So yes, that is there. But what teaching? Sahas, go ahead.
Shouldn't have false ego.
Come closer to the mic. I can't hear you.
Why we should not have false ego?
Yes, very nice. So we discussed, right, that when we are doing devotional service, sometimes we think we are better than others. Sometimes we think, oh, I'm doing eight malas. I'm better than this person because he's only doing one mala. Sometimes we think, oh, we sing so nicely. We sing for the pleasure of Krishna. But this guy doesn't know that much good singing, right? We discussed that part, right? We discussed that part. Keshi represents that feeling. And when we have that false pride, Krishna crushes us. Right? Fall comes after pride. So today we were going to discuss Vyomasura. Yes, Ayati.
It's just like the example that you gave from this boxer who fought a lot, but now he had a disease that he can't even lift up a cup of coffee.
Yes, we discussed about Muhammad Ali, the greatest wrestler in the world. Like he was so proud that I am the greatest wrestler. But then when diseases happen, he cannot even lift a cup of water or a cup of coffee. So we should never be proud. We should not never be proud of our material or even devotional services. Right? So let's discuss today about Vyomasura, and then we will discuss about Shaktasura also today. So let me share my screen. Okay. All right. So who wants to read? Vedant?
Okay. Vyoma appeared as a cowherd boy. He joined the game of stealing and hiding as a thief. He stole cowherd boys who were acting as sheep. Lord Krishna understood his plan and checked him. Vyoma changed his original form to try to fly away, but Lord Achyuta
Achyuta.
clutched Vyomasura between his arms and killed him.
Right. So now, if you recall what is happening, Arishtasura was killed. Remember, all this is happening. Okay, Mira, this is the class. Okay, you go with Isha. So Arishtasura, you remember Arishtasura were killed, and then we discussed the story of Radha Kund, Shama Kund. Then we discussed, okay, Isha, no distraction, okay? So then we discussed about that Narad Muni went to Kamsa and he told that Krishna and Balaram are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He did not say it that way. He said that Krishna and Balaram are the 7th and the 8th children of Devaki, and Krishna is going to kill Kamsa. So then Kamsa sent Kesi to kill Kamsa. Okay, Mira. Neha, can you please take us? So Kamsa sent Kesi to kill Krishna, and then we discussed Kesi was killed. So Kesi was killed in the morning. Kesi was killed in the morning, and then in the afternoon, this pastime of Vyomasura is happening. So Krishna is killing 2 demons on the very same day. He's killing Vyomasura and Keshi on the same day. And in the evening, who is going to come? Does anybody remember? We discussed that also. Who is going to come? Yes, Ishan.
I believe it was Akrur.
Akrur. Yes. Akrur Maharaj is going to come to take Krishna and Balaram to Mathura. So Vyomasura, he was a demon. He was the one who could fly in the sky, and he was the son of Maya. Not that Maya that we know, but he was the son of another demon called Maya. And so at that time, Krishna and Balaram and all the cowherd friends were playing a game of thieves and policemen. Sometimes you guys play, right? I think Ishan and you guys were playing the cops and robbers thing yesterday, right? Ishan and Mahek and others were playing that game. Same thing Krishna and Balaram were playing that day when Vyomasura was killed. So they were playing cops and thieves, and some of the cowherd friends were becoming like lambs or the sheep, and some of the cowherd friends becoming shepherds. So this guy, this Vyomasura, he saw that these friends and Krishna and Balaram are there, so he became one of the friends who had not come there. He was sick that day, so he had not come to play. So he took that original shape, that exact shape of that friend, and he comes and he starts stealing all the friends. He starts stealing all the friends, posing that he's a thief. So he's stealing the sheep, the cowherds who were in the form of sheep, and he was putting them in a cave. Do you guys remember one more instance like where one of the demons also impersonated like a friend, a cowherd friend? Do you guys remember? In one of the stories we did, do you guys remember that a demon came and he also became like one of the friends, cowherd friends, but he was not the cowherd friend. Does anybody remember? Yes, Mehak, you remember? Which pastime was that? And that demon.
Like what Balaram killed?
Yes, yes. What was the name of that demon?
I don't know. I forgot.
You forgot?
Yeah.
You're almost there. You're almost there. Okay, the name starts with P.
The name starts with what?
The demon's name starts with P.
P?
Okay.
Is it P or key?
P as in pot. Yes, Avya.
Putna.
No, Pralambasura. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say that because I remember like he came as like then he had to carry Krishna around the forest.
Not
Balaram.
Krishna. I thought it was actual P.
His name. So Pralambasura. So in this Vyomasura story also, this demon came and disguised himself. He was exactly looking like one of the cowherd friends. And then he was stealing all these the friends of Krishna and putting them in a cave. Then Krishna saw that why all these friends are becoming less and less. I was playing with these many friends.
Me and Mahima joined, Mama.
So all these friends were becoming less and less, and Krishna was like, how is this happening? Then yes, he realized, okay, it is Vyomasura. So then what does Krishna do? He, just like a tiger catches a lamb, tiger catches a sheep, he caught him and between his arms and killed him. So in one day, Krishna is killing two demons, Keshi and Vyomasura. So let's see what happens next. Okay, Jayani, you want to read?
21 Vyomasura repents thieves and fake devotees and prosperities, stealing others' property and speaking lie.
Yes, this is a very important lesson for us. So Vyomasura is representing a thief and a propensity, meaning attitude or some people have that in them that they speak lies. Sometimes we think, oh, this guy has a very nice pencil. Can I borrow him? Can I borrow, or should I not even tell him and take it? Some people then sometimes say, oh, some people might ask, oh, why didn't you come yesterday? And you might tell a lie, I had gone out, but whether you just were like not feeling to go to school. So we should not steal anything. We should not, stealing is bad, right? We understand that, right? We cannot steal anybody's thing. We can ask permission to use it. So why Vyomasura is compared to a thief here? Because he was stealing the cowherd friends. And he was speaking a lie because he became one of the cowherd friends. So what is the lesson we have to learn from this? That we should not, we should not try to become fake devotees. Oh, sometimes kids say, oh, I have finished my chanting, but they don't. And then they just to avoid that, okay, just to avoid mom and dad's questions, okay, I have finished my chanting. Or sometimes some kids will say, oh, I already have taken a shower, when they want to avoid shower and stuff, right? So those are lies. Yes, Sahas, you want to say something?
No, I was gonna say sometimes I do that.
I did not know you do that, but I know of somebody who does that, and he's smiling. So we
Or it's you?
we should not take names in this class, but the point is we should never tell lies to our parents or anybody, right? We should never tell lies, and we should not steal anybody's anything. So Krishna is trying to teach us, otherwise Krishna will kill, will crush this propensity of, because if you have to go to Krishna, we have to remove all these anarthas. And that is why we are doing all these stories about Krishna, so that all these bad things in our heart can go away, right? Otherwise, how we will go to Krishna and play with him? Krishna doesn't accept bad people. He wants pure people. Yes, Ahas. You want to say something? No. Okay. Okay, so Ayati, you want to read? You don't read the Sanskrit.
Do I read what do I read?
English.
The 14 obstacles in developing love for Krishna is stealing of his property and speaking lies. Vyomasura represents thieves and fake devotees. These create disturbance in Raja in the form of Vyomasura.
Yeah, so we just discussed this, right? These, when people speak, and if people like demons like this are in Vrindavan, they create disturbances because they're trying to distract the pastimes of the cowherd friends with Krishna. They're disturbing. So we should not do that, right? We should never speak lies. We should never steal somebody's property. Okay, so let's go back to the story of Shaktasura. Anybody? We did not do, we are going a little, we had not done that story earlier. So let me stop share and start share for the different PowerPoint. This was a very simple, even this one is a very simple story. It's not that long. Yes, let me share my screen. Can you see? So this is killing of Shaktasura. Does anybody know when does this pastime happen? Ayati, yes. When does this happen? What chronologically? Yes. After that, Shriya, yes.
Wait, one. I think it was from like on the day of Balaram's birthday or something. No. On the day of the thing, like when Nand Maharaj said that we should do this Krishna's big ceremony thing, but then Krishna fell asleep and all that, his ceremony, naming ceremony.
Yes, you're close, but let's see. Okay, Shriya, you want to say something?
After the swirling demon?
See, can you come closer to the mic and speak a little louder?
Is it after the swirling demon?
Oh, not after Srinavarta. You're very close, Ahas. Yes.
It's his second demon that he killed right after the.
Yes, second demon after Putana. Yes. Okay. I know Ishan also wanted to speak. Okay, Ishan, go ahead, read.
Oh, I was going to answer the question.
Prabhuji, you're in the what's it called? Presenter view.
Oh, I'm in the. Okay, which screen are you seeing?
You see
Well,
the one
We're
that shows
seeing,
the
we're seeing two slides.
yeah, we're
Okay.
seeing the presenter.
Now, are you able to see?
Yeah.
Nicely.
Okay, go ahead, Ishan.
So the answer to the question was like, wasn't it his like 6th-month birthday thingy?
It's not the 6th month. I believe it's right after Putna is after Putna was killed and before Trinavarta was killed. It's in the middle. And I believe in some texts it is written as on the first birthday. Some places it is written when you're going to read this, when Krishna started sitting up, right? The babies are almost lying down always, but then Krishna started sitting up. This is called Utthana ceremony. That's when this thing happened. Go ahead, read, Ishan.
His attempt to rise and turn around was celebrated as the Uttana ceremony. Yashoda was busy receiving guests, worshipping them, offering gifts. Thus she could not hear the child's cry. Crying for milk, Krishna angrily threw legs.
Yeah, so this Shaktasura pastime happens, as I was saying, after Uttana was killed, and then Krishna was just a few days old, right? And then he started growing up, and now Krishna can sit up. So that is, he can rise and turn around. So they wanted to celebrate that function, Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Maya. So there was a big function. They invited a lot of guests, and Krishna was dressed in so much beautiful clothes and so much jewelry. And then they had decorated, and everybody saw Krishna. They were so happy. But then Krishna was feeling sleepy, and Yashoda Maya had to take care of the guests. So she was busy receiving them, and they were also giving all the cows to the Brahmanas as charity, because we should give to the Brahmanas, because Brahmanas' main job is to read the Vedas, the scriptures, and teach other people. And they don't have they don't have a regular job like us. So their job is to read the scriptures and teach about them. So they were distributing all the different cows and wealth with Brahmanas. So she needed some time away from Krishna so that she could do all this. So what did she do? She put Krishna underneath the bed, and that had I don't know if you have seen in India, there's sometimes in the kitchen they will, or place where they keep the vessels and everything, they will have a cart, and on top of that they will put the vessels and everything. So he was put underneath the cart. Krishna was put underneath the cart, and on top of this cart a lot of vessels of the kitchens were put. And Krishna then woke up from sleep. Yes, Sahas.
Why would you show the line? Put Krishna under a cart with tons of vessels? Because if the cart were to break, wouldn't all the vessels fall onto Krishna?
Yes, but that cart was huge and had so many things, it would never break. Like, it really needed strong people, like probably 10 of sahasas to break that, or probably 100 sahasas. So yeah, you're just one. So it is a very strong cart. So it's not gonna break. So that's why she was not worried about it. And so, but Krishna woke up, and he was hungry. Yeah.
But why would she put her under a cart? Why wouldn't she like just put him on a bed or something like that?
Yes, that's a very good point. But she was very busy attending all the guests. She said, "Okay, Krishna, I really need to take care of guests. I don't have the time to go inside the house and put you there. This is the closest." So she put her under the cart, and then Krishna was sleeping, and he became hungry. So he's crying out for Mother Yashoda, and he threw his legs. Yes, Ayati.
But it wasn't like Mother Yashoda was like very dear to Krishna. Like she loved Krishna. Nothing would be more important than him. So why couldn't she just like quickly put him inside? She would be like, oh wait 1 second, I just need to put Krishna inside. Like
Yes,
like
yes,
Krishna
yes.
is
But
more important to her than guest.
Can I
And-
answer this question?
sorry, yes, Sahas.
Can I answer that question?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So this is the reason why Yoga Maya is there. She's the influence. She influenced yoga. She influenced Yashoda because so she wants a pastime. This pastime of
Yes.
killing Shaktasura to happen, and the only way is for her to put Krishna under the cart. So that's the reason why it happened.
Yes, very nice answer, Sahas. Very nice. So, Ayati, do you understand who is Yoga Maya?
Yeah, I do. Wasn't that like Durga?
Huh?
Isn't like that Durga or something, Durga?
So Durga is Mahamaya. She is in the external world, right? She is part. So she is taking care of the external world where we are not connected to Krishna. But if we are connected to Krishna, the pastimes are happening by internal energy of Krishna, which is Yoga Maya. So she works with the devotees, the pure devotees of the Lord. So that she arranges all that things so that the Krishna's pastimes can happen. Okay, yes, very nice answer. Thank you, Sahas. Okay, so Ishan read. Shriya, you want to read?
Babaji struck the cart with the legs. The cart broke and fell apart. Children informed the cart broke down because of Lord Krishna's kick. Gopas and gopis
Neglected.
neglected the statement of the children.
Yes. So what happened? So now Krishna kicked his legs. The wheel came out of the cart. There was a demon on top of the cart and he was killed because it was so high. All the vessels went hither and thither. There was so much noise and everybody thought, what just happened? And then all the people came running. They cannot see that demon because he was a ghost. Shaktasura was a ghost. They cannot see him, but that ghost was delivered. He was killed.
That's the demon, right?
Sorry?
The demon that I just circled. The one he's
The
hiding.
demon what?
The one that I circled.
Yes, that's the demon, yes. He was hiding. Yes, Ayati.
Like a demon, like a shapeshifter. Like he first shapeshifted into a snake to get inside the car.
No, he's a ghost without a body.
I thought that was how you told me the story.
Sorry?
But that was how you told me the story like a long time ago, like a very long time ago, like all the way to the start.
I told the story like that. He's a shapeshifter.
No, not like a shapeshifter, but like you said that he turned into a snake, he went inside, and all that.
No, I'm not a snake. Not a snake. He's a ghost, and we will talk about that ghost. So now the ghost is delivered, and so everybody was thought it's like this cart is so strong. How did this happen that the wheel came out of the cart? And there were a few kids who were there, and they said, "We saw it. Krishna just pushed just a little bit, teeny tiny bit, and the whole cart broke." And everybody's like, "How can a little child do this? Who is probably just 6 months or 1 year old? How can a little child do this?" I said, "Don't worry, these are kids. Who will listen to the words of the kids? They can make up stories." Do kids make up stories? Sometimes they do, but here no kids are making up stories, right? So now let's see what happens. Okay, Sahas, you want to read? Don't need to read those numbers. Those numbers are from the Bhagavatam. Those are verses.
Okay. Ritualist ceremonies hymns chanted, and he bathed child with water mixed with pure herbs and fire ceremony. Cows and charities to Brahmins, and they gave blessings upon family. Brahmanas, experts in chanting, and had yogic power. Their blessings certainly never fruitless.
So, every, like Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Maya were so thankful that nothing happened to Krishna. They did not know that Shaktasura was killed. They were just so happy and relieved that nothing happened, that the cart broke and nothing happened to Krishna. So they asked the Brahmanas to chant more of those prayers to Lord Vishnu so that Krishna can be protected. Now they're asking, yes, Ahas.
Did Nanda Maharaj get mad at Yashoda Maya because she put Krishna under a cart?
I don't know that, Beta. That is not mentioned here anywhere. I really don't know, but probably he also must have thought that how this cart is broken. This cart is so strong. Yes, Ayati.
Just answering Tahas's question, that probably would be a yes, because literally every single parent would say, like every single dad would say that. Because honestly, like example, like when I've seen it before. I just don't want to tell you who, like the people and all that, and like what happened and the baby and all. I don't want to tell you, so yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It once happened at our house with one person, with two people, and then they have a baby girl. Except I am not gonna tell you because.
Okay. Let's no names and stuff. Ishan.
Bad.
Okay, Ishan, do you know what are we talking about here? What did we read? Because I did not see you in your chair.
I had to ask Mama something.
Okay, fine. All right. So because they were very thankful and grateful that Krishna is safe and sound, so they asked the Brahmanas to chant all these prayers, and they bathed the children with water, and then they did the fire ceremony, the yagya, and they gave a lot of cows to the Brahmanas, so the Brahmanas can bless Krishna. And Brahmanas, because they are pure devotees, in this case they are pure devotees, they are chanting, they are praying to Lord Vishnu, but from Krishna comes Lord Vishnu. But again, they are doing these prayers, and their prayers never fails. So what does Shaktasura represent? Okay. Adhav, you want to read?
Yes. The cow demon presents the
Lord.
I old and
Recently
century acquired bad habits by
laxity
and by
pride. So what does Shaktasura represent? It's like a bad habits. It's a load, it's a burden, right? Remember, the Shaktasura was a ghost sitting on the cart, and the cart was heavy, and he was like a burden. So it represents that burden which we have to call. Yes, Ayati, let me finish and then we'll come to you. So it represents that, and we have those kind of bad habits. We keep doing that. Say, I have to finish my homework. Oh, I have to finish the homework by the end of the day. But, oh, there's so much time. We keep procrastinating, means delaying. I'll do it too. No, let me play for two hours, and I'll do it at 4. No, it's still there is so much time. I'll do it 6, I'll play. So it becomes a habit. We keep delaying it, right? We keep delaying it. That becomes a burden on us. That becomes a bad habit. Even in devotional service, oh, I have to do my japa. Oh, there's the whole day is there. Can I do it later in the evening? Let me play it right now. Or let me take to this. Those bad habits, we are not serious in that case. Like we keep delaying, we keep having bad habits. And then we have pride also sometimes, saying I am powerful. I can do my homework in 5 minutes. I can do my homework in 10 minutes. It is so easy. I'll crack this exam. Oh, my exam is 1 month away. I'll start reading when it is like time. And then when we realize, oh, this paper is, if only I had done my preparation a long time ago, I could have done good in the exam. Doesn't it happen to us? Does it happen? Right? So those are those bad habits we have to get rid of. Because if we want to get to Krishna, we cannot be lax. We cannot relax. We can relax in a sense. First do our duties, then you can play. Right? First do your homework, first do your japa, first do your whatever you need to do, and then you establish a schedule. Okay, and this time I can do my play. I can play with my friends. I can do whatever. But we cannot relax and procrastinate. So does this make sense? Now, Ayati, you had a question? Ayati?
Yes, I did have a question. My question was like, the demon was a ghost, right? And like ghosts can't die because they're already dead. So how did he die in the form of a ghost? Because ghosts are already dead. They're a spirit now.
So he cursed to have a nobody. He was a ghost, right? So he's just in that place. He's roaming on the earth and he's not getting salvation. He's not getting liberation. He's just on the earth in this material world. So when Krishna kicked with his foot, then he's delivered. He's going back to the spiritual world.
Oh, like when we're ghosts, like we didn't pass away yet. Just like we just died.
So
and then like we're still then we have to do like we just died and like we passed away and like but we didn't do enough devotional service, so then we have to do a lot of devotional service and then go back or get delivered by Krishna.
I don't understand. You have to do devotional service to get back to Krishna, but ghosts are basically souls without any body, right? So when we die, then our soul takes another body, and then other death, then soul takes another body. It could be a human body, animal body, plant body, and whatever that is. But we don't want to keep doing this forever and over. We have been here for so many lives, millions of lives. We want to do devotional service so that we can go to the spiritual world and don't have to take birth again. But ghosts, what happens is they stay in this limbo land before taking another body or going to the spiritual world. They don't have a body. So they are just bodiless. So they can't do much. So that's he was cursed to be a ghost by some Muni, and we will read that. Does that answer your question, Ayati? Okay. Okay. Avya, you want to read?
One day, the demon named Utka, who was Hiranaksha's son, went to Lomas Muni, hermit, and broke some trees. The Brahmanas became angry and cursed him, saying, "O evil-hearted one, become bodiless." As a result of the curse, Uttaka's body at once fell away like a Utkacha's body at once fell away like a snake's old skin. The king of the demons then fell at the Brahmana's feet and said, "O sage, O ocean of mercy, please be kind to me. I did not know your power. O Lord, please give me a body." Sri Vyomasura then said, "When the Chakshus Manavantra has come, Lord Hari's foot will give you liberation."
Yes, thank you. When Chakshus Manavantra is over and the Vaivaswata Manavantra has come, Lord Hari's foot will give you liberation. So he became So this Hiranyaksha, does anybody remember who is Hiranyaksha? Does anybody know who is Hiranyaksha? Okay, Vedant.
The person who nursed GQ.
No, he very close, but no.
No, it's his brother. It's his brother.
Yes, very nice. Yes. So it is, so Utkarsh was Hiranyaksha's son. So if people know the Prahlad story, Hiranyakashipu was a cruel father, and he also had a brother, Hiranyaksha. And who killed Hiranyaksha? Does anybody remember? Okay, Ishan.
Varaha.
Yes, very nice. So Varaha killed Hiranyaksha. So
Taking too much gold from the earth, and like it was tilting, and then it fell off. So
yes, very nice. So this Utkarsh guy was Hiranyaksha's son, and he went to Lomasha Muni's hermitage, and he was breaking trees, and he was cursed, saying, "You're destroying these trees. Now you become bodiless." So then he prayed to Lomasha rishis, and then he said, "Okay, in the Vaishvata Manamantra, during the reign of this Vaishvata Manu, then Lord Hari Krishna will come and liberate you." Okay, so that's that. Okay. All right. So Mahek. Okay, Mahima, you read.
Should I read the verse, Prabhuji?
No, that's fine. You read this.
Okay. The cart represents the load produced by old and recently acquired bad habits, by laxity and by pride. The mood created by thinking of baby Krishna breaks the cart or removes this evil. Those who do not understand the purpose of the regulative principles, but simply carry the burden of following them out of formality, are unable to develop attachment. When one destroys Shakta, who personifies carrying the burden of the regulative principles, the third obstacle is overcome.
Yes, this is very important for us to learn, to understand, right? If we take to Krishna's service, devotional service, if we take to chanting, if we take to kirtan, to hearing, then when we think of Krishna, then all these bad habits will go away. All these bad habits we have of procrastination, then will go away. Sometimes we just say, okay, I will not eat meat. It's just a burden. Somebody says, you're just controlling, but then we also have to think the inner thing behind it, right? Why? Because we are compassionate. We don't want to kill animals, right? We don't want to kill, because Krishna, the Paramatma, is in all animals. We have to understand those regulative principles. What is the meaning behind it? It's just not a burden saying, okay, some people tell you, right, don't do this, don't do this. But then we have to understand why. Okay, what is going on in the chat? So we have to understand, sometimes we have too many do's and don'ts. We have to understand what is the inner meaning behind these do's and don'ts, so it will not become a burden. And then we will have full conviction, right? When we understand why we'll not eat meat. Can anybody tell me why we will not eat meat? What thing it represents? Ayati?
False religion and like bad things, and you're also killing animals.
Yes, so killing animals. Yes, Mahima.
It represents like demonic qualities, because you're basically just eating dead bodies.
Yes, very nice. Vedant, you wanted to add?
I was going to say what I was going to say.
Okay, yes. So it represents the principle of compassion, right? We are compassionate toward other animals also. We don't want to kill them, because Krishna is in there in everyone. Now, the other regulative principle is intoxication, not drinking alcohol and other things. Why? What is that reasoning behind it? Ishan, are you listening? Does anybody know what is that principle of regulative principle? What is the inner meaning behind it? austerity, right? That is austerity, meaning we have to stay away from it because it is not good for our health. It is not good for our mental state also. Because when we drink and or do all that stuff, we are not in the right frame of mind. We can commit offenses. So we have to understand the purpose. So we do not just create as a burden on our thing. We understand the purpose behind it so that we can develop, we can say we with conviction, which means we really committed to it. Does this make sense? So Shaktasura represents these old and bad habits. We sometimes procrastinate and they carry us as a burden. It weighs us down, right? It's like, okay, I say I like to sleep, but I have not finished my chanting. And if I'm sleeping, it becomes a bad habit, and I'm not finishing chanting early in the morning. That becomes a bad habit. And I was taking the example of homework. So all these bad habits, if we think about Krishna and we pray to him sincerely, these will go away. So now this was the story of Shaktasura. So we did 2 stories today. We did Shaktasura and Vyomasura. So next time we will have a Kahoot. So we have done 21 stories so far. How many? 21 stories, all about anarthas. So next week we will have a Kahoot on Shaktasura. Okay, let me write down so that I'll share that so that you guys can read. We will have on Shaktasura. Yes, give me 1 second. So let me share my screen. So we will do Shaktasura, Keshi, Vyomasura, Arishtasura. What was the prior demon we spoke about? Does anybody remember? There was the Shaktasura.
The bull.
That was Arishtasura. So these 5, and I'll send in the text. These 5 we will do. We will do Kahoot next week.
Okay.
Yes, Avya.
Wait, who was Shankakura again?
Shankachura.
The one who ran away.
Who was trying to steal the gopis? Okay. Okay. I don't think so. You were there, Vedant. You were there when we discussed Shankachura.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll share the video with you with your mother, Avya, so that you can review that. Okay. I know some of the kids have 11:30 class. So yeah, so we will end here and then we'll do Kahoot next week. Okay. So we'll say Vanchakalpatrubhesha Kripa Sindhubhesha Patitana Bhavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Anantakoti Vaishnavrinda ki Jai. Thank you, kids. Okay, we'll see you next week.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.